Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Be here with the UntitledGameShow.com, back once again with more Pokemon X and Y. And for you guys today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showcasing all the Pokemons that I'm currently giving away on my Win It Wednesday series. So every single Pokemon you guys see today, you guys can win in my upcoming series for Win It Wednesday. That happens every single Wednesday, every single week since Pokemon X and Y has basically been out. Currently, the Pokemons I'm giving away is my Ultimate Rain team. This is a team that I personally like to use in the rain. The team features a Vaporeon Shiny, a Kyogre Shiny, a Kingdra Shiny, also a Thundurus, good old Steel Fairy right there Shiny, and a Jirachi. All these Pokemons work well in the rain, and they all have specific abilities that make them work well together in a triple battle or double battle formation in the rain by using Kyogre Drizzle. Now, the match I'm about to show you guys is a free battle match where I played somebody completely random online, and I wanted this to be a real match that I actually had with somebody randomly, not just like somebody on my friend list. So, as you can see, their Pokemon, the people I'm fighting against, have some pretty good Pokemon. They have Zekrom, Arceus, Mega Aerodactyl, Gardenia, Genesix, and Dialga. So some all legendary. He's playing all Uber type Pokemons basically, and I only have Jirachi and Kyogre as the Ubers on the team specifically. So technically, if you're just looking at the Pokemon, I am at a disadvantage, but in the end, I do come out and win the match. It was a really good match because all my Pokemons were able to get into the match and show what they're able to do. So you're about to see every single Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and explain what each of these Pokemons can do and why I'm giving away these Pokemons with the setup that I have on them specifically right now. So my opponent starts out with all his three Pokemon right there, and I start out with Kyogre, Vaporeon, and Kingdra. Now, as you guys can see, I like to call them Purple Rain, so that's what I'm giving away this week, Purple Rain, because all the Pokemons that first start out are all purple. I could start out with other Pokemon specifically, but I just like seeing all the purple Pokemons be out there at the start of the match. So as you guys can see, Drizzle starts out because of Kyogre, Genesix gets his download. Now, right now, guys, you guys can see something specifically that Kingdra will be the fastest Pokemon in the field because Kingdra has the ability to swim, and he is shiny as well. The Swift Swim allows him to basically be the fastest Pokemon on the field because his speed doubles while in rain. So it's kind of like the chlorophyll for Venusaur. Unfortunately here though, Kingdra is half dragon type, so I'm going to be able to take in a massive amount of damage from this Dialga right there, guys. As you guys know, Dialga is an awesome Pokemon, great amount of defense and great amount of offense. So as you guys can see there, Vaporeon does get water absorbed. So the attack that he got hit by Gardenia before, he absorbs back the Surf Wave right there from Kyogre. So that's the point of having these Pokemon in team. I could have two Pokemons with Water Absorb, but I didn't want to actually do that for this specific team. I wanted to make sure that Kingdra was there to do his stuff. So as you guys see right there, Shadow Ball gets done by Vaporeon. Now Vaporeon has Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Surf, and one other attack as well. Next out, I bring out my Thundurus. Now the reason for the Thundurus here, Thundurus has Thunder. Every single time while raining, Thunder has 100% accuracy. So it's going to do a decent amount of damage right here on Genesix and just take him out. Because Genesix is a dangerous Pokemon, as we all know. So I wanted to make sure Genesix was going to be able to take him out as soon as definitely possible. Gardenia goes ahead and vanishes, which kind of does suck for me because I was going to try to hit him again with another good attack. But we go ahead and use Surf. I use Water Absorb again. Now, in this situation, I basically killed my own Thundurus, but it's okay because Dialga dies. And in this situation, like I said, guys, I was just trying to basically show everything that my opponent can do. Okay, the last attack that Vaporeon has is Swagger. That's where it increases your opponent's attack by 2 stages, but it confuses them. The reason I have that is because I like to always have at least one status move to put on the field as well. And also, this Thundurus has Prankster, so you can use Thunder Wave, Taunt, or any other move like that if you want to use Prankster to guarantee that your teammate goes first. Aerodactyl is the next Pokemon that's getting brought out, along with Arceus. So we have some pretty strong Pokemon starting out right there. I'll go ahead with another massive amount of Thunder. There's a fairly great amount of damage right there, being able to take out Aerodactyl right away. So there you go, guys. You can clearly see where a Thunder could always get 100% accuracy during the rain. Next up, Arceus goes ahead and uses Judgment, basically doing a massive amount of damage on my Vaporeon, which is a super effective attack. Next up, we get Shadow Force, which is going to hit my Kyogre in the middle right there. Does a fairly decent amount of damage. On my mistake, guys, I didn't actually mean to press Water Spout because it doesn't really do anything. I accidentally pressed that. I wanted to do another Surf one more time, but I actually pressed Water Spout because the Water Spout would actually been able to do a massive amount of damage. Because remember, always, Water Spout depends on your HP, and Water Spout may be an attack you might want to take off your own Kyogre once you actually win the Pokemon. Now here we get into a little trouble right here. These two Pokemons are left last are some devastating fighters right here. We got a Zekrom, and we also have ourselves an Arceus. Now, the reason I switched out of Mr. Good Old Kyogre right there, because I wanted the drizzle to keep going, and I know that the rain was not going to last forever, so I wanted to just go ahead and start doing my attacks slowly. So I wanted the match to have last as long as possible, so I could actually show you guys every single attack basically every Pokemon that I was going to be giving away, even if it cost me the match, but it didn't cost me the match because I still end up winning in the end of the game. Alright guys, so let's go ahead. The opponent finally dies. I'm able to bring back out my Pokemon on the next turn. He's going to go ahead and use Fusion Bolt, which is going to be a massive amount of damage, right? Not really massive against me, but in general, that's a really good attack to use against almost every other Pokemon other than Mr. You know, Furon over there. I never say his name right, so I'm not even going to try. So I'll go ahead and use Nasty Plot, which, once again, I was so hoping that Arceus wasn't going to attack me. But Arceus does go to attack me because I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that they do have some power-up moves like Nasty Plot, Calm Line before I went ahead and going and attacking. But like I said, I was pretty sure I was going to win the match in the end of the game, which I do win. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys different attacks that I have. So the point of having those power-up moves, guys, if you're not fighting something like an Arceus or a Zekrom which could kick your ass right away, it does really show good that you actually can go ahead and do status moves like this. You could power yourself up. So that's the whole point of him having him there, right? In the rain, he's not going to be getting that much damage as usual from fire type attacks, which he's a crazy weak to because he's a grass steel type. So that's the point of having him in the rain, to give him a little backup against fire type attacks. Next up, I bring back out Kyogre just to start back up their drizzle one more time. And with that, the rain starts right back up, which is what I want to keep all my Pokemons in rain. The reason why Jirachi's here in rain is because of thunder. While he's in Jirachi has a basically awesome ability. His ability makes it so that he has a better chance of giving status moves. So like if his attack does powerless, by him using thunder, it's always going to have 100% accuracy in the rain, and it's going to also be able to do a status move if he's lucky with that extra boost because of his ability. Obviously the rain doesn't hurt as well for Jirachi because Jirachi is weak against fire type, so in the rain he's not going to be as weak against fire type attacks. So the poison's starting to get an effect onto Zekrom right there, guys, and we're going to go ahead and use one more thunder on Mr. Zekrom over here. It's not going to be that effective, but we're just going to use it right now just because that was the attack I picked. Jirachi does have other attacks, but it really didn't matter, guys. I already saw what was going to happen right here, and I already felt like I was going to win. He's going to leave me down to one Pokemon, but both his Pokemons are poisoned right now. He's going to go ahead and use the Volt Strike, take out my Jirachi. Now, he has a tricky situation right now, right? So his Zekrom is poisoned, and Zekrom will constantly keep on dying. His Arceus does have the ability to use Recover, because that's a good ability you always have on an Arceus. So I go ahead and use Toxic. This forces him basically to have to eventually use Recover. Now, on this basic Pokemon that I have right now, I do have Leech Sleeve, Substitute, Power Whip, and Toxic. So I do have the ability to actually regenerate some HP, so I'm going to use that to my advantage later on, because Arceus is going to slowly start dying little by little, and he's going to start using Outrage, which was the worst attack he could have possibly used in this situation, because it's a physical type attack, and he's going to start keep getting damage himself. He has no chance of actually regenerating HP here, so he's just hurting himself. He's healing some HP, but in the end, guys, he's going to be hurting himself a lot because, well, the Toxic just going to keep going in effect, and I do a massive amount of damage with my personal attack. I lose HP right there. Toxic goes in effect on Arceus, so on the next turn, Arceus only has one thing he could do. Arceus literally has to heal himself, or, you know, if he attacks, he just basically let himself die. So he healed himself like I expected him to do, even with one Pokemon left, guys. This Pokemon is a pretty good-ass Pokemon. He's stuck in an Outrage combo. It's going to do a decent amount of damage, but in the end, guys, I'm going to survive because I'm a big champ right here. Now, instead of going ahead and using a physical type attack like Power Whip one more time, that would have been a mistake on my part. So what I actually do is use Leech Seed. Now, the reason for that, guys, I am using Life Orb, and if I was going to do a physical type attack, I would basically end up just killing myself, which would have been a pretty stupid thing to do. So Leech Seed goes in, seasons me, get me some HP back right there, gets me a fairly decent amount of HP. Arceus gets affected by Toxic right there, guys, so that works out pretty good. Zekrom gets affected by Toxic, and that actually takes him out. So in the end right there, I didn't have to go ahead and attack one last more time on Zekrom. So Zekrom is out. Now it's only Arceus and Zekrom. I get really lucky right there, guys. I missed a raw time, which basically what gives me the game. I get seeded onto Mr. Arceus over there. Seeing Arceus didn't have any fire type attacks anyway, so it's kind of lucked out right there. Poison is still in effect, and I regenerate some more HP, and we just keep on going with that pattern until Arceus basically dies. But here you go, guys. You guys see basically a good example of what all these Pokemons can do. Obviously, if you're not going to be fighting all Ubers like Arceus, Zekroms, and everything, you're going to be doing a lot better. I have matches where I've swept whole entire teams with just the 3 Purple Rain Pokemons, but I wanted to show you guys a match where I actually have these Pokemon, some of the Pokemons die just over a long period of time, so you guys can see what they actually can do. But I'm going to go into detail on what all their attacks is and what they're actually capable to do once you guys watch the Win It Wednesday. Alright guys, so there you go guys, all the awesome Pokemons I'm currently giving away on Win It Wednesday. I'll have more videos of these Pokemons in the upcoming days. I'll be back with more Pokemon X and Y soon guys. Peace out. Sorry for about the blurry video, but I need to get a 3DS capture card. Later guys. Hey, what's up everybody? Be here with the UntitledGameShow.com, here to ask you for your support in a quick ad. Won't take up much of your time. Are you a human being? Do you shop on Amazon? If the answer to these questions are yes, then you could help make the Untitled Game Show grow. Any purchases made through the Amazon link on the UntitledGameShow.com will help us, like this pre-order of the PlayStation 4. You can click the link, it brings you right to the Amazon website, and you check out just like normal. As you see, just come here, you can bookmark the page, click on our link, bring you right to the Amazon website, search for any product you buy, and that's simple as that, guys. Thanks for watching. Be with the UntitledGameShow.com. Hope you guys are willing to support the Untitled Game Show and help us grow. That's all I'm asking from you. Buy things you already were going to buy. Thanks for watching.